Well, hello everyone. Long time no see. Hello everyone. Long time no see. So, I start playing. Well, the new patch is coming. I'm grinding, getting new mounts, new skins, new transmogs, and everything. So there's already good amount of resources out there. If you guys I can share with you. But other than that, let's do it. So, what was I doing? I forget already. Yeah, let me actually. I haven't been streaming in a while due to shitty circumstances happening in my country. I wasn't dealing with it very well. As you can see, still my last title was Iran World War III. But other than that, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Let's see how can I progress this season. Last season, it was more like my first time playing Paladin tank, which was already a good. I would say class to start with. I had a lot of coaching from my friend. Uh, Shout out to him, and was able to pretty much reach out to 2100 IO, rated IO. So I also joined very late last season. But other than that, I did pretty much very good. I would say so. This season at midnight, Paladin is not a very like a meta hero. He's just like a B tier in the tank list, and I wanna just stick with it. I have like other characters as well. Like I have like Warlock. I have a Shaman, which I wanna start playing DPS too because my buddy is wanna doing tank this season. He has like a monk and a DH. He wanna start playing tank role, and then let's see. If you guys have any questions, just hit me up. I try my best to answer your questions. I'm not the smartest or the best player here, so you guys have to be patient with me. But one quick note I would like to say, like before the midnight started, I heard a lot of stories. Oh, the add-ons are fucked up. Nothing works. None of them works. I would say no. There's still like pretty major ones are working. So since I'm playing tank, the most important add-ons for me is obviously details and nameplater. If you can get like a pleather nameplate and get jaundice profile, if you can guys get going back to the Vagu.io pleather and get a, like a best profile, that would be a great one. The other one is mythic dungeon tools. What is this sound? Jesus Christ. Mythic Dungeon Tools, it's a great add-on. Especially you guys can go see like other people routes, see like how they pull in, what are the notes they putting on. You can just like copy and paste it to your Mythic Dungeon Tools. It's a great one if you are not familiar with the dungeon. It's tell you like, oh, you go there, pull all of these if you can. Obviously, you don't pull like that. That's how I usually do it. But they have like a note. It's like a boss tank busters. Careful on that. Pull one. It's just like a make a big pull and then do a blood loss there on the big pull. It's a great one. Obviously, I'm new in this patch. I didn't play the beta. I didn't play the before that. I was just like grinding on side quests. All of those. It's a lot of great quests, great mounts you can find. But yeah, go find yourself these three add-ons. It's a great start, and obviously Raider Ayo to see who is noob, who is not. How many dungeons you've done? It's just a great one. The other one also I really like. If you like playing with the parties and you're not sure who has what key, it has a great one. It's just like in your parties tell like what key level, what key, what dungeons they've done, and then it's a great one. Promise you that. It's easy to interact. He's already have the mythic dungeon too. Like, oh, you wanna go like in a spree? You can see what's going on, what item drops. It's already Jesus Christ. Oh, connected to the mythic dungeon tool. It's awesome. Alright, other than that, I'm gonna go back to my hustling on getting the items. Okay, obviously. Right now, I finished the Windstone treasure. I did all the like high points, cliffs, all those. I'm not gonna make a video on those because there's already a bunch of it. I'm just following them. I don't want to waste time personally to find that. Just like get over it as fast as I can. Okay, let's go. Where was I? I don't even know where am I.
Is how you can get that.
What is the thing? I have no.
This next treasure is a little complicated, but we're going to begin over here at this location by this river. You'll see at this little marker at this location, there is a lost hunting knife. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pick up this lost hunting knife, and then you'll make your way to the altar.
I here already? Oh no, it's the other river. I have to go to other river. Okay, let's grab this last hunting knife.
Of Vigor, which is at the top of this mountain right here. This you'll see here is a very tall peak. It is the one with the sky. skywriting glyph on it, and you'll see here is the altar of vigor. Interact with it, and you'll see here if you meditate for a moment, the huntress spirit will appear, and you can offer the hunting knife. Make sure you do that. The next location we need to go to is right over here at this exact location, and you'll
Did I got it? I got it.
the next location we need to go appear, and you can offer the hunting knife. Make sure
Or I cannot offer. What the fuck is going on? Is it because I died?
you do that. The next location we need to go to is right over here at this on it, and you'll see here is there is a lost hunting knife. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pick up this lost hunting knife, and then you'll make your way to the altar of vigor, which is at the top of this mountain.
I think it's one of those moments I need to leg out and come back in. This is dumb.
Right here. This you'll see here is a very tall peak. It is the one with the skywriting glyph on it, and you'll see here is the altar of vigor. Interact with it, and you'll see here if you meditate for a moment, the huntress spirit will appear, and you can offer the hunting knife. Make sure you do that. The next location we need to go to is right over here at this exact location, and you'll see here there is a red tent at this place with a rolled up pillow. Loot the pillow. Once spirit will appear, and you can offer the hunting knife. Make sure you do that. The next location we need to go to is right over here at this exact location. And you'll see here there is a red tent at this place with a rolled up pillow. Loot the pillow. Once you have the pillow, you're going to go to the top of this mountain over here. because there is another altar that you need to offer this pillow to. So let's go ahead and fly all the way to the top, just like we did with the previous one. This is the altar of wisdom. So interact with it, meditate here for a moment, interact with the elder spirit, and offer the rolled up pillow so that they can sleep in spirit peace. For the next location we need to go to, it's just over here in the middle of the map. So right over here. This little marker, you'll see here there's a tent over there and some plants. In this little section, if you angle your camera like this, you can see it, a tattered bowl. You're going to loot
Oh my god, my character is a big ass.
this tattered bowl. Once you have this tattered bowl, we're going to go to the top of this mountain just to the north of us right here. So again, fly all the way up like we did with the previous ones. This one is going to have a different altar on it. We'll make our way all the way to the top here like this. Interact with the altar of innocence. Meditate here for a moment until the childlike spirit appears, and then you're going to offer this the tattered bowl. Once you've done that, that is the final step. You'll then see in the middle of the den area over here, pretty much in the dead center, you'll see there is a giant area over here, pretty much in the dead center. You'll see there is a giant hole. If you go through the hole in the middle, you'll see there is a chest that is lootable. This is the gift of the cycle that will appear after doing all of those steps from those 3 altars. This will give you this toy. The next treasure is all the way on the right hand side at the bottom corner of the map here at the Grudge Pit at this location. Once you get here, very simply, you're going to find the Spore Lord's Fight Prize. Go ahead and interact with this to collect the treasure. The next treasure is located in the water. The map here at the Grudge Pit at this location. Once you get here, very simply, you're going to find the Spore Lord's Fight Prize. Go ahead and interact with this to collect the treasure. The next treasure is located in the water at this section
In the water at this section.
over here, pretty much exactly where I'm looking with this marker. You'll see in the water here, it's located over here. This is the Reliquary's Lost Paint Supplies, and you can pick it up just like that. The next treasure is going to be at the top right-hand side of the map. Very easy to collect as well, right over here at this location.
So, chat, how was your day or night? I mean, my night. So, not sure what you guys doing. Uh,
Easy to collect as well, right over here at this location. Just follow up next to the river. You'll find a failed shroom jumper's satchel on the floor. Loot it, and that is how you can collect this one. This is a toy that reduces your falling speed. Really handy for outdoors. The next treasure is located in the water. Jumper's satchel on the floor. Loot it, and that is how you can collect this one. This is a toy that reduces your falling speed. Really handy for outdoors. The next treasure is located in the water over here on a small little island. At this location, you'll see this is the Kemet Simmering cauldron. Go ahead and interact with this, and this will give you Percival, a companion. The final treasure is located under a bridge at the top left-hand side of the map. This one does require a bit of work, but it's not as bad as the one in Zulaman. So you'll see here under the bridge, this is what it looks like over here. This is the peculiar cauldron. It requires 150 crystallized resin fragments. I've got 144 right now. It took me about 15 minutes to get it. Crystallized resin fragments. I've got 144 right now. It took me 150 crystallized resin fragments. I've got 104.
how do I get that? So the question is how to get a crystallized fragment. both. That doesn't help at all.
.44 right now. It took me about 15 minutes to get it. It might take you longer depending on how much competition you have with other people in the area.
خب کلا با تو این رودخونه بالا پایین کنم تا پیدا کنم اوکی. I got it, guys. I got it. It's gonna take time. It's gonna suck ass. Which wasn't this one. I hate these motherfucker mobs. There are so many of them. You're all gonna die. Just let me do my job, guys. I need to create content. Nah, kulang. Help these people. Maybe they help me one day. What's going on? Only one. I need 150 as these. FYI. So let me see that guy video. Is it only a river? Like there's nowhere else? Yep, it's only in the river. So till I farm these little shits, I will listen to some music. Someone God. Taste. So in this case. Me. Giving up. Since I'm complaining, nothing I can say. This all the way. The cocaine. But what the fuck is wrong with me? But I'm scared. Scared. I almost enemy. I've given up. There's like a feeling that there's nothing you can say. Giving up. There's some feeling that you can say. Just all the way to forgetting. Tell me what the fuck is wrong with me. Oh, shot. What if I do a fishing? much faith. My eyes, so they slowly stops the eye. As the way goes on. It stops the eye. Pushes way and down. So fast, I'm gonna do this. Your face out to my face. Let's do this. What's so fast, I'm gonna do this.
hate you for the sacrifices you made for me. I hate you for every time you ever bled for me. I hate you for the way you smile when you look at me. I hate you for never taking control of me. I hate you for always saving me
Oh
from
my god, it's 42. I need 110 more. Okay, I'm getting bored of this. Watching.
area. Right now, over here, this is where we're going to be collecting a mallet. This one's actually going to give you a mount really super easily. So at the bottom over here, it's not at the above section, it's in this cave over here. You'll see there's a fungal mallet on the ground. You're going to pick this up. This is going to give you a 5-minute buff. With this 5-minute buff, we're actually going to head to the next location, which is just across over here. So really close by. We'll just go ahead and fly there. The right-hand side at the bottom corner of the map here at the Grudge Pit at this location. Once you get here, very simply, you're going to find the Spore Lord's Fight Prize. Go ahead and interact. try to get the camera angle from a sideways view. I found that that helps me best. Now, the secret sections that I found these before is actually underneath these lily pads, like directly underneath them. Sometimes that you wouldn't even be able to see it if you're looking at it from above. So sometimes just check underneath like this. Another place I noticed them hiding a lot is within the rocks over here under the waterfalls. Also very easy to miss if you're not looking there. So make sure you check the little corners over there as well. I can't seem to find any more, and I think this is because I have the 150 already found. But just check those locations. Eventually you'll find out the pattern that they spawn in, and just keep flying up and down, looting them until you have 150 of that resin so that you can open up the peculiar cauldron, which will award you the Ruddy Spore Glider mount. The Ruddy Spore Glider mount looks like this over here. Really cool looking. Now, there is seemingly a bug because it says here you're supposed to get the mount Vivacious Chloroceros as your reward for completing this achievement, but I didn't get the mount. In fact, if you search your mount journal for anything vivacious, it doesn't even show up. In fact, the only mount that has the word Chloroceros is this one over here, and this is for a completely different thing, but it's gonna look like this. It's a ground mount that presumably is a recolor of this one. Probably a more red-orange version, I would imagine. I hope you guys found this video helpful.
I'm doing good. How you doing, Rosie? Come on, come on, come on, come on. 110. Six more. Oh my god. Ugh, what the fucking shit is this? I don't know.
I get all the treasures of Eversong Woods. The very first one can be found at the top left-hand side of the map over here, and you're going to see there's a kind of like a bowl, a vessel that we have to interact with. Once you pick this up, you'll see that there's these phoenixes that spawn around, and they put these circles on the ground. You have side of the map over here, and you're going to for Song Woods. The very first one can be found at the top left. Left-hand side of the map over here, and you're going to see there's a kind of like a bowl, a vessel that we have to interact with. Once you pick this up, you'll see that there's these phoenixes that's spawn around, and they put these circles on the ground. You have to collect 5 of them until your buff at the top of your screen says that you have 5 of them. So just quite simply follow the phoenix around, collecting 5 of the droppings. Once you do have 5, you'll see that it starts glowing, and you start glowing as well. You can return to where you found the vessel, put it back there, and this will turn it into the treasure gift of the phoenix, and that's how you're going to get the first one. The next one is located over here. This is up in the sky. Within Silver Moon City, so here at this location, you can find it here. This one's a little bit tricky at first because, first of all, when you get here, there is a chest. The chest is going to require a rookery cache key to open it. So first you have to go to this lady on the right hand side. You have to buy tasty meat, and you're supposed to be able to put this in front of the little like creature on the left, but it won't actually allow you to until you fly away and come back. This is what I did to make this little like outline over here spawn. So interact with this once you have it over here. This will make the mischievous chick drop the keys and eat the food, so you can pick up the keys so that you can open up the cache and get yourself a Sunwing. hatchling, just like that. The next treasure is located over here. This is a very simple one. You just have to fly to the top of this platform over here. You can see it's quite high up in the sky. And you're just going to go up to the middle section or the higher section here like this. And you'll find that the treasure is just a clickable item over here that you can pick up. Very simple. The next treasure is going to be to the east of the previous location. So right over here. Here, also very quick one to pick up. It's going to be just quite small though, so if you don't know what you're looking for, it can be a bit tricky. It's this ring on the table over here that you have to click. The next one is going to be here to the southeast over here at this location by Suncrown Village. At this location, you just have to pick up the, the quiver of arrows over there. Simple. The next treasure is going to be located right over here. This one actually gives the final treasure that you need to collect. Is located at the bottom left over here, but it requires 3 keys. So here's where the chest is located, but first you have to pick up the burning torch on the left of it. This is going to reveal the keys, and the first one we're going to find is directly towards the east. So you're going to see where my map pin is right now, just ahead over there at the rock. You're going to go to that exact location. You should see once you get near the key location, the key will then appear with a torch over here on the ground. There it is, and you're just going to go ahead and pick that up. Then you'll see my next pin is down the road all the way over here. I'll speed this up a bit, and you'll see over here as we make our way down to the right hand side, you're looking for a kind of like construct statue that should be over here. Just behind this over here by the tree, you'll see on the ground the key will be revealed, and you can pick up this key just like so, and the final key is going to be located over here towards the southwest from this location, to the left of the pathway into this building on the grass over here. Somewhere around this location, there it is, it just appeared. Over there, as you can see, you can interact with this to get the final key. And then you can make your way back to the safe box to open it up and collect the treasure inside. And that's how you're going to get all the treasures of Eversong, as well as a bunch of decor items and the pet suit paw, which in case you're wondering, looks like this. This is the pet that you get right there. I hope you found this video helpful, and also YouTube thinks you might like Hey guys, it's Connor here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get all the treasures for Zulaman, including mounts. Now, I should warn you, one of them is going to take you a lot of time, but you can collect everything else in the meanwhile. The very first treasure can be found right over here in the
I fuck this up.
on the left-hand side here. So at this location, you'll see there's a little campfire and a cave. Inside the cave, there's a treasure that you can loot called Bait and Tackle. You can pretty much loot it. That's it. The next treasure is a little bit intricate. It's over here in the Broken Throne. So the treasure chest itself is located up here. I'll show you quickly. You won't be able to open it. You have to first unseal it by unsealing. In four locations. The chest is located at the top over here. You can see these four little things indicate the four towers directly in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we'll start over here on the perceived left-hand side when we face the direction like this. So up here, you'll see there's a ceiling orb at the top left. So we're going to go up the stairs and we'll interact with the ceiling orb. We'll have to do this little mini game so that you can unseal it. Once it's unsealed, we can go ahead to the next tower. So fly over to the next tower, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with the exact same puzzle with this ceiling orb. Unseal this one, and if you've done this correctly, it will say a magical tether has snapped. sealing orb is destroyed, you'll then proceed to the next tower and do the exact same thing. So that this one is destroyed, and then go to the final tower and destroy this sealing orb. You can now go to where the treasure was located in the main tower, and you should be able to interact with the sealed Twilight's Blade cache, like so. For the next treasure location, this one's going to unlock a mount. It begins over here in this location, so make your way like so. For the next treasure location, this one's going to unlock a mount. It begins over here in this location, so make your way here first. This is just below the skywriting glyph. You'll see at this tree here, if I go all the way down to the bottom and I look at the tree, there's an opening from the south end, and you can go inside here and find the Honored Warriors. You have to interact with this first because now it's going to put you into a phase where you can find 4 final resting places for sacred grounds that you have to interact with. The first one we'll go to is located right over here at the Temple of on. So right over here, you'll see that when you get to this location, this is going to have a Honored Warriors urn. When you go ahead and interact with this, it is going to spawn an enemy that you'll have to defeat. Now, very important, when the enemy is defeated, you have to loot them for a specific item. One is going to be the Eagle Talon. You need to have this item. The next urn we can go to is located right over here at this location, so make your way to this Den of Nalorak. You'll see this is located on some land just between the river over here, and you'll find the urn in the middle. important, you have to loot the enemy for the bear tooth. We can now head to the next location, which is at the northern side of the map. This is going to be right over here. Let's make our way there. This location looks like this from above, and you can see here.
اگر روزی دم تو باز تو گوش من صدا کنه.
Let's make our way there. This location looks like this from above, and you can see here, here's where the urn is.
Right on the money. Money, money, money. Okay.
Interact with it and defeat the enemy that spawns. Remember to loot the enemy. This one's going to give you. Eagle's Claw. The final location you need to go to is at the top right over here. We're going to go to the Temple of Janalalalalalalala. I can't say that. Over here. This is what the area. Looks like it's going to be in front of this tree. Here's the urn, interact with it, and defeat the final enemy. And remember to loot it for the Dragonhawk feather. Now we have all the items of need. We can return to where the warrior's cache was located. When you get to the broken down tree, remember the entrance is from the southern end. Broken down tree, remember the entrance is from where the warrior's cache was. broken down tree. Remember, the entrance is from the southern end at the bottom. You're going to go in and you'll interact with the Honored Warriors cache, and you'll get the Ancestral Warbear as a mount. And here's what the Ancestral Warbear looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. That's the one you get. The next treasure location is right over here. This is a lootable item that you can easily pick up. There is an enemy you'll have to defeat, though. It's going to be located over here through this item that you can easily pick up. That's the one you get. The next treasure location is right over here. This is a lootable item that you can easily pick up. There is an enemy you'll have to defeat, though. It's going to be located. Here through this door, you'll have to defeat this big dude over here. Once you defeat him, just behind him, you'll see here there is a Merc's Mangi Trove, which is just a boot. Loot the boot. The next treasure is over here in the big tree stump. So at this location, you'll see in the tree, can't miss it, it is an abandoned nest in the middle. Just go ahead and... Very simple. The next treasure is located up over here, just north of the previous location. So here, it's at the bottom. It's in a little hovel at the bottom here. Hovel at the bottom here. Go inside here, defeat the enemy, loot the burrow of like leaves, and you can get the burrow bounty one. The next treasure is a nice easy one to loot. It's also at this location over here, just north of the previous one at this spot. Cool. The next treasure is located up over here, just north of the previous location. location. So here, it's at the bottom. It's in a little hovel at the bottom here.
Why can't I find this? Jesus Christ.
Of the previous location. So here, it's at the bottom. it's in a little hovel at the bottom here. Go inside here, defeat the enemy, loot the burrow of like leaves, and you can get the burrow bounty one. The next treasure is a nice easy one to loot. It's also at this location over here, just north of the previous one. At this spot, you'll see it's in this like ruined building. As soon as you go in here, you can loot it off of something. I think it was on there. I can't remember. I accidentally looted this one during leveling, so I can't remember exactly where it was, but I know it was in this room. And I know that it was the secret formula. The next one and the final one is the one that I was talking about that takes a ton of time. It's located over here in the Messiah Deeps. This is an area that you're expected to be farming a lot in. So you'll see here down at this location, there's like a bridge. And then just below the bridge, if you go this way, there's a cave. And inside this cave, there is a ritual skull, an abandoned one, that you can't loot it until you have 1,000 vile essence. Now, for reference, I only have 9. 9 out of 1,000. Now, what you're expected to do is pretty much traverse this whole Messiah Deeps area, because the mobs here have a very small chance to drop this currency. It's kind of like it's the farm they expect you to be doing, like heckling shards and stuff like we had in the War Within. They expect you to farm these guys, except they're hard, and they only, you know, every one and every third one drops a vile essence, which means it can take up to like 9 to 10 hours to get 1,000. You'll see here, I looted them and I just got one. I just need 999 more. Yeah, so I'm not going to get this one. I recommend going into a pre-made group, going to custom, hit find group, and then you can either search Vile Essence or something, or, you know, something farm. You can see here, there's groups doing Vile Essence stuff here, just killing things as a 5-man group and looting the stuff. Because unfortunately, the Abandoned Ritual Skull is required to get the achievement. I'll be getting it later, but in this video, I've shown you how to get it yourself if you want to get it right now. Now, if you do get the Abandoned Ritual Skull, this is the reward, the Hexed Vile Feather Eagle mount. So, you're not farming for nothing, you're farming for this mount, I guess. So, this will also unlock the Pango Plating toy. This is a transformation toy that turns you the Hexed Vile Feather Eagle mount. So, you're not farming for nothing, you're farming for this mount, I guess. So, this will also unlock the Pango Plating toy. This is a transformation toy that turns you into a Pango. I hope you found this video helpful, and also YouTube thinks you might like this video next, so check it out, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, it's Connor here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get all the treasures for Zulaman, including mounts. Now, I should warn you one formula. The next one and the final one is the one that I was talking about that takes a ton of time. It's located over here in the Messiah Deeps. This is an area that you're expected to be farming a lot in. So you'll see here down at this location, there's like a bridge. And then just below the bridge, if you go this way, there's a cave. And inside this cave, there is a ritual. And the final one is the one that I was talking about that takes a ton of time. It's located over here in the Messiah Deeps. This is an area that you're expected to be farming a lot in. So you'll see here down at this location, there's like a bridge. And then just below the bridge, if you go this way, there's a cave. And inside this cave,
my
there
good
is
friend.
a
I'm doing good. How you doing? Actually, I'm not sure. Is it your day? Actually, here is 3 a.m. for me. So far, so good. Just new updates came out for the midnight. Grinding the old gear. I'm just trying to level up as much as I can and get all the goodies ahead of time. Do you play World of Warcraft? Oh, you're doing the right thing, I guess. Don't play the game. Super addictive. I started playing it last year. Now I just like playing it non-stop. If you want me to subscribe or join the Discord channel, no. Unless you're gonna follow first. Thank you so much. So what was your suggest? Sorry, before I'm gonna answer you before I die. I'm from Iran, but live in USA. So technically, where am I from? Not trying to answer that. So born and raised in Iran, but moving California. Living here almost half of my life. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not sure if can you hear me? Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you for your follow. So I'm from Iran, but live in California. So yeah. What did you want to ask? Ooh, Virginia. I never been that side of the U.S. actually. I'm still new at the streaming, so there's a lot more I need to learn. You're saying if I fix my fancy stuff, I get more viewers, or should I work on my content more? I know a big part of it getting like interaction is like making clips and just like creating content, which is that's the part I'm struggling the most. Would you help with the content creations or video editing? What is my Discord actually? Hmm. Find another conversation, friend. Yeah, I don't use with Discord a lot, but copy username. How do I need to? Did I receive it? I received something. I think I accept. Aren't you the Sir Paradacus? I think I accepted. I'm sure I accepted.